John Hopkins. I don't know who the hell he is, but he's a man, and that's what matters. He sounds like a really fine, upstanding fellow. Oh, hang on. It's Johns Hopkins? Well, there are two of them. Praise be. Apparently, they've got a university, which is a place kind of like a school for big kids. It's in some wee place in the middle of nowhere called Baltimore, which is in some place called Maryland, which is in some country called the United States. I've heard of it. And on the Messrs Hopkins University website, they put up a glossary, which is kind of like a bunch of words that they wanted people to use to be inclusive to everyone who is a man. I thought it was such a sweet idea, and they even let some non-men be a part of it. I mean, look at this. Lesbians. These are people who obviously under no possible circumstances can be men. So obviously they're non-men, right? I mean, what's the problem? So a lesbian is a non-man attracted to non-men. Past definitions refer to lesbians as a woman attracted to other women. This updated definition includes non-binary people, so some non-men are still allowed to be lesbians. Can't say fairer than that. I wonder if John and John are in the Green Party, because those Green Party non-men must have got the idea from somewhere. Now, gay man, do you know what some people are seriously asking? They're asking if they are non-women. I mean, what? How ignorant can you be? Haven't you even read Simone de Beauvoir, who helped us see how humankind is male, is men, and women are defined in relation to men? That's why you should call us non-men, for crying out loud. Educate yourselves, bigots. Ask a feminist. So, no, a gay man isn't a non-woman. How ridiculous. It's people who identify as men who are attracted to other people who identify as men. That makes them gay men. Like, duh. Now, you want the bad news? This wonderful all-men inclusive initiative has been scuppered, temporarily I'm sure, because the turban rebels had the temerity to fight back. No doubt a lot of the blame can be laid at the door of this bigot J.K. Rowling again. God, it's like she only has to open her big non-man gob and make some perfectly reasonable and obvious point, and the sheeple all get busy thinking for themselves and having opinions which they have no business doing. And what's really sneaky is how she disguises her transphobia by saying things none of us could disagree with, like man, no definition needed, obviously, non-man, formerly known as woman, true, a being definable only by reference to the male, correct, an absence of vacuum where there's no manness. Exactly. How does she do it? How does she manage to hide the fact that what she's really all about is stopping the erasure of non-men's sex-based rights? In the good old days, she would at least have copped the ducking stool for that one. Compare her with the wonderful lady who signed off on that man-inclusive Johns Hopkins glossary, Paula Nera, Director of LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ Plus Equity and Education Program at the university, who had to struggle to be her authentic self while serving in the US Navy. Love a sailor. Then trained as a lawyer, and she's a vet as well. Oh, she cares for animals. Now, listen.
Don't blame Johns Hopkins medicine. Don't blame the Navy. If you don't like what I had to say, you blame me. You can say Paul is a schmuck.
Yeah. What can I say? Queen, all of us non-men support you, Paula. Under his eye.